Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW21, or its employees.
You're watching Carolina and Company Live. Your source for fun, entertainment, and events. With your hosts, Cecil Chandler and Amanda Sellers. If it's happening in the area, it's on Carolina and Company Live.
It is a Monday. Welcome to Carolina and Company Live. Look at that. I matched the background. Look at that.
Oh, man, that is so amazing.
Isn't that great? You're back.
I really know.
How was your weekend?
Good weekend.
Yeah?
Good weekend. Had a fun time. Everything happened good.
And the health fair was good?
The senior fair was great.
Good.
Surfside always puts on a good show. We got a great show lined up today. A lot of fun stuff. We thank you so much for joining us.
That's right. All right. We do have a good show lined up. But first, let's check out our weather.
All right, well, temperatures are warming up across the region now. We're in the 50s and 60s area-wide. 60s there along the Grand Strand, 59 along that 501 corridor stretching from Conway back through Florence, Darlington as well, starting to warm up to those 60s today. We'll top out around the mid-60s, and it's all courtesy of a large ridge of high pressure back through the mid-Atlantic states and all the way back through the Ozarks of Arkansas, the Tennessee River Valley, Ohio River Valley, up through Maine, all the way down to Florida, looking A-OK and dry today. These ridges of high pressure, actually what caused us to dip into the 30s, called radiational cooling, basically take all of yesterday's heat energy, it escapes into the atmosphere. So we can thank these ridges for the chilly start to our morning, but we can also thank this ridge for a pretty decent afternoon. 67 degrees, plenty of sunshine today, and the winds coming out of the east today, they will be light. This will be the case for the next 24 hours. Some mostly cloudy skies by tomorrow afternoon into the evening as a little disturbance passes to our north. Out in the eastern Pacific, Hurricane Willa, winds of 160 miles per hour, Category 5 storm now moving north at 7 miles per hour. An upper level trough expected to pick this up, send it straight into Mexico as a Category 2 storm upon landfall. Could be a 3 upon landfall, but rapidly weakening to a Category 2 and then falling apart as a remnant low by Wednesday morning. However, the moisture does not end at that point in time. The moisture expected to move its way through Texas, a very rainy area of Texas that does not need the rain continuing along the Gulf Coast Thursday evening, approaching our region overnight Thursday into Friday. Friday by far the rainiest of the days. This will be an all-day rain event. We could pick up a decent amount of heavy rain with this. The rain continuing into the day on your Saturday, widespread throughout the entire region. And then by Saturday night, we begin to get a little bit of a lull, but here comes that upper level trough which pulled Willa out of the eastern Pacific, right behind it, reinducing showers and storms. More scattered in nature on Sunday than the widespread activity we'll see Friday and Saturday. How much rain can we pick up? Over an inch is more than likely possible. These numbers pretty small right now, but again, the bottom line is a rainy Friday and Saturday. These two numbers will go up in that 70 to 80% chance as we get a little closer. 7-day forecast dry until then. Again, maybe a stray shower or storm on our Tuesday, but temperatures are going to be well below average for the next week. No 30s in sight for at least the next 7 days.
All right, welcome back. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get into it, Amanda.
All right. Let's talk about starting October 22nd, the famous Hamburger Joe's right over there in Surfside is asking for help for Hurricane Florence victims. Owners Tony and Julie announced they are donating 100% of the profit from every famous Hamburger Joe's hamburger sold to, donated to Samaritan's Purse and the Grand Strand Food Bank. This will run until November the 5th. So hold on.
That's right.
The 22nd through November the 5th?
That's a long time, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, all the money made, all the profits made there. That's a great, they're great people. It's good food, too. All right, I want to talk about the March Walk in Merle's Inlet. Well, had a big fundraiser down there yesterday and to raise money, and my wife and I judged all of the shrimp and grits, and let me tell you, Chad Smith, he won. We had about 10 shrimp and grits to taste, and it was good. And they raised about $20,000, and I did not win the golf cart.
Oh,
Just thought
man.
I'd pass
Yeah,
that
he
on.
was upset this morning about that. Let's talk a little bit about today. Today is Monday, October the 22nd, and this is Make a Difference Day.
And this is also Mother-in-Law Day. So happy Mother-in-Law. 1938.
Francis, right? Francis, right?
That's right,
there
Francis. 1938, Christopher Lloyd. He's 80 years old. He's in the TV Taxi. I mean, the movie on TV. That is Taxi. Movie's Back to the Future series, and he won a number of Primetime Emmy Awards. Great actor.
1964, Toby Mac, 54 years old, Christian music singer and rapper, received a Grammy in 2009 for the album Alive and Transported.
1975, Jesse Tyler Ferguson. He's 43. You know him from the TV show Modern Family and The Class. He was in that. And voiced now in animated film Ice Age Collision Course. All right, let's do this. 1966. The Beach Boys' Good Vibrations made its debut on the U.S. single charts.
All right, 1969, Paul McCartney denies rumors of his death.
That's right. It was all over the internet everywhere that Paul McCartney had died. All right, here we go. From the Know It All department, it's real simple today. Okay, you ready?
Sure.
Did you know that a lion's roar can be heard for 5 miles?
Roar. What about your roar? Let's hear it.
I don't know. Hey, but if a lion roars and I hear him, I'm still moving. That's it from the Know It All department today.
All right, we've got a great show lined up. We'll be right back.
What are the most popular searches on Google? Find out after a word from our advertiser. Google search started 20 years ago in this garage. What have been the most popular searches since Google began? The most popular how-to question is, how do I tie a tie? With second place going to, how to lose weight. Top why questions are, why is the sky blue and why is my eye twitching? The most popular searched book is the Bible. Recent search spikes include drunk birds after there were reports of birds eating fermented berries and acting oddly. And free tacos today hit highs on National Taco Day. You can see what is on people's minds at any point in time by visiting Google Trends. I'm Francine Black. For more great tips, visit TechTangoToday.com.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, coming up this Saturday is the Halloween Rod Run Car Show in Surfside Beach. A huge event and a lot of fun.
That's right. It's open to all model makes cars, and it takes place right down at the pier in Surfside.
That's right.
And Mayor Bob Childs is with us now to talk about this because we have a lot of fun for this one.
Yeah, this is a very exciting weekend. I look forward to it every year. And as you know, we have over 100 cars there every Saturday, and great participation. And you know, I might add, we have one of the best DJs in South Carolina there.
Hey.
I know
oldies,
he
oldies
does
and
a
goodies.
good job.
Does a great job.
He does. And we're asking people also to bring candy, all the car show people to bring candy because kids are going to be coming around.
Well, I tell you, I've often thought I'd like to encourage people to dress up on Halloween. Have a candy, the Halloween. I just think it would just be the greatest thing.
So when kids come, because it's a family-friendly event, bring everybody. Surfside is a family beach. So, you know, you guys are going to be handing out candy. Dress your kids up in their costumes. Allow them maybe trick or treat early. That's
right. That's what it's going to be all about. I mean, we got over 30-some trophies that we're going to be giving out. And it's so much fun. We're going to have food vendors. We got a lot of stuff going on that day.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, there's probably, I guess, more trophies here than a lot of shows. Of course, we got a lot of beautiful cars, and I look forward to seeing them all.
And it's hard. The judges have such a hard time, you know, making a decision when they do judge all these cars, and it's just so much fun, and it's just a lot of fun. Now this is open. Anybody that likes to show off their car, you come down and do it. It's going to cost you $20, which of course goes back to our charities, the Myrtle Beach Car Club. But it's $20. We'll start registration about 9. The show runs from 10 until 3. 10 until 3. And we're just hoping for good weather. Got our fingers crossed for good weather, Cecil, and I'm just really looking forward to it.
Me too. I am too. Me too. Fingers
Amanda's
crossed.
really looking forward to it. She gets married on Saturday.
Oh, is that right?
I am. So fingers crossed. But hey,
everybody,
I got the good DJ too. How about that?
Oh, wow. Okay.
Thank you, Mayor.
Okay.
Stay with us.
Stick around. We'll be right back. The following is paid for by A Oak Farms.
And welcome back.
I know, we always forget there's a bump at the front of that. That's
all right,
right.
A Oak Farms is with us now, and Amy's with us, always talking about flowers and all the decorations and everything. You got Thanksgiving coming up, and you got Christmas coming up.
Yeah, and mostly, we don't like to forget about Thanksgiving, but Christmas really takes the cake for you guys.
Christmas, yes. We have been decorating trees and wreaths and garlands and arrangements and...
Already?
Oh, my goodness, yes. We have to get everything ready because basically we'll roll everything into the properties.
Okay, so you get it ready in the warehouse and then you transport it.
As much as we can.
Okay.
And you still do the house thing. In other words, if a person wants you to bring stuff in, set it up, you do that, and you can take it out at the end of the time period.
Yes, we do it all.
All right, so still time if I decided I wanted to have my house decorated?
Absolutely.
Would be able to do that still?
Absolutely.
So what do we need to do?
You need to call me.
Call you.
You just need to call me.
But you guys will come. You'll come out and kind of get an idea of what we might want.
Correct. Or we can actually put up your own decorations that you currently own. We'll come into your home, put them up, take them down, store them wherever you have them stored, or store them at our warehouses.
Now, we have to know.
Don't tell my wife that.
I hope she's not watching right now. No. You know, this is not just you and a few people. You guys have a pretty big crew.
We are. I'm actually selling in Raleigh and High Point, North Carolina.
Wow.
They sell in Tennessee. We sell Georgia, North Carolina, South Carolina.
So overall, hundreds of employees.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of accounts that are getting ready to go in.
That's awesome.
A Oak Farms, making it happen. All right.
Oh, we are.
I hadn't been touching the plants around the building.
That's why they're still green.
I've just been talking to them. I talk to them once in a while when I pass by.
That's right.
So
It's best. People really look at them a little funny in here.
I'm sure they do.
So if you need anything, A Oak Farms can do it. All you got to do is give you a call. So in other words, how much time would you need if I wanted something done for Christmas?
Oh, just call me now and we can make it happen.
Like today.
Yeah, call today.
Yes.
Yeah, you better get
The sooner the better, but we can do it within 7 days.
Great.
7 days. That's pretty good.
And she was just asking me about our set for Christmas. They always decorate. I don't know if you noticed, we do the fireplace.
Yeah.
So you guys will probably be doing that again if we can find our fireplace.
I don't think the
It's somewhere.
fireplace is
It's not
here
back
anymore.
there.
The fireplace
It's gone.
is gone now.
It's gone.
We're
It's gone.
changing around with all
Yeah.
the new sets. We're getting a new set shortly,
Right.
hopefully, but we're getting new furniture and everything too. So that's going to be nice.
I
Okay,
can't wait.
that's good.
Which
Now-
means new plants.
That's right. Now, the good thing about here at the TV station, you go around the whole building, we have all plants.
Sure.
And they're so pretty, sometimes I think they're artificial. But they aren't. They're real. They come
that's
out,
why
they
you're not
water
allowed
them.
to touch
That's what I'm saying.
Y'all water them
and we
every-
have
We
they
water
come out
them
and
and we prune them and we shine them and we clean them and fertilize them and we take care of them.
Y'all really do.
Replace
Amy.
them when they need to be replaced.
Thank you so much. We appreciate you being with us.
Thanks,
you.
Amy.
A Oak
A Oak Farms. That's right. AOakFarms.com. Give Amy a call.
All right, we got more coming up. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. Talking about amateur radio, and we saw a lot of that used with the flooding and the hurricane that we had just about a month ago.
That's right. That's what ham radio guys do all the time.
Right.
Now, Myrtle Beach man here, Gordon Mooneyhan, has won an award for his work. It's called the Phil McCann Award for 2018, and that's for Outstanding Public Relations for Amateur Radio.
That's pretty cool.
All right, now let's tell us a little more about it, Gordon.
Okay, Phil McCann was the first public information officer for the American Radio Relay League, and unfortunately passed away in office. But that really got the league into public relations, and the club he belonged to in New Hampshire teamed with the league to create an award for outstanding public relations among all the volunteer public information officers.
So this is everywhere. You got
Everywhere
this
in the
award.
United States. There's about 500 of us in the U.S. And yeah,
well, that's a pretty big
honor.
honor.
I was about to say, what an honor, huh?
It is, and you know, it couldn't have been done. It's easy enough to send out press releases and all, but it doesn't do any good unless y'all say,
that's our
hey,
pleasure.
come on. And
we
so,
appreciate
love to do that. Oh, what
you
we
know,
got here?
I have certificates of appreciation for Amanda and for you, Cecil.
Well, I appreciate that.
Amateur radio and the Grand Strand Amateur Radio Club. Very cool. Thank you.
You know, it's easy enough to do it.
Yeah.
But unless the media reacts to it,
it's not good. It's no good.
Exactly.
That's right. Now you're going to get your award when? When are you supposed to get this thing?
December, January. It became a victim of Hurricane Florence.
I know all y'all had to work a lot during that time period.
Yeah, we
and
did.
It didn't get around to it because we've been working on trying to get you on for that.
Yeah.
And so y'all did a lot of work over this past hurricane.
And Hurricane Michael. There are still areas in Florida 3 weeks later where the only communication is by amateur radio.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, I take my hat off.
It's one of those things people think that it's not needed until they really need it, and that's where you guys step in. It's very cool.
You can pick up yours walkie-talkie and talk how far?
Around the world.
Around the world with a walkie-talkie.
I think it's so
pretty
cool.
Good.
I know.
I think that's so cool.
It's great. Awesome.
Gordon, we thank you. Thank you so much for the certificates of appreciation.
You're welcome.
This is awesome.
We do appreciate that.
Thank you for all you've done for me.
Oh, man, we enjoyed doing it. We're glad. Now, congratulations on your award. Out of 500 and something people. That's a big award.
That's right.
All right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Nice to see you.
Gordon.
Good to see you.
All right.
Don't go anywhere, Gordon.
Wait a minute. Stick around. We'll be right back.
And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. All right, we always have Russell on the show because we call him the snake chaser, but he goes out possums, raccoons, alligators, snakes.
Well, if you call his phone and get his voicemail, you'll hear everything that he does.
That's
he
true.
might be on the back of an alligator. That cracks me up, Russell.
Yeah, but he
funny.
does a lot of stuff. And during this wet weather we've had and this flooding, we've had a lot of problems.
Yeah, because that displaces animals out of their natural habitat. So what have you found from this?
Well, immediately after the storm, we found a lot of snakes. And a lot of snakes actually in people's homes because they brought their furniture in to prepare for the storm. And sometimes snakes will be hiding in their furniture and not even know it. So when they get back, all of a sudden they've got a snake in their lanai or a snake in their living room, kitchen. And of course, alligators too. You know.
Well, hey, I'm gonna tell you what. There's one here. Let me talk about this alligator. You got this the other week. Where'd you get him at?
He was an escapee from Brook Green. They flooded out of his natural habitat.
Yeah.
He's been there since 1975. Never had an issue, but of course these hurricane waters basically rose him up and put him in a different place. So they needed my help to contain him. And
now these are a lot of other
and move
little,
him back over.
A lot of other
That's
little
a cottonmouth
things
right there by someone's front door.
Wow, there's the gator. How big he is?
11'6", about 850 pounds.
So now is he one of the ones kind of in the zoo area?
Yeah, he was a zoo animal.
Okay.
His name is Cowboy, and he'd been there since 1975, and he was almost 20 years old when they got him. So he's in his 60s.
Wow.
But he wasn't easy to capture, was
No,
he? To
he
move
wasn't.
back.
He whacked me in my knee so good, I still feeling it.
Really?
Yeah.
Now, look at, I mean, talking about snakes in their homes. You had a lot of that this year.
Right after the storm, yeah, absolutely. And not only that, some of the people that were flooded out of their houses, when they gutted and everything, and they're going back in there to clean everything up, they're finding snakes in their houses.
Oh, man.
And this is going to go on for a while.
I was going to say.
It's going to go on all the way through next year as well, because in the fall, when these animals are going to their hibernacular grounds where they're going to hibernate, you know, they've been flooded out at. So they're going to hibernate on higher ground. So as we get into spring of next year, we're going to find many more alligator calls and many more snake calls. After the historic flood, the year after, I caught 4 times as many alligators than I did any year before that.
Wow.
Over 100 that year.
Well, you stay busy, though. That's the big thing about it. All right, now what happens to these animals that you catch? What do you do with them?
Oh, we relocate everything.
Oh, you take them back to another area?
Yeah.
Russ, all right, now the dangerous snakes, the most dangerous snake you've ever caught?
Well, probably the canebrake rattlesnake. It's a natural species for our area, and it's one of the top 3 as far as venomous in the whole United States go. I mean, it's a hemotoxin, neurotoxin. If it bites you, you will be in bad shape. So it's one of those snakes that you want to avoid.
So if you get bit, you better get to the hospital fast.
You better get to the hospital, yeah.
Real fast.
Well, I'm going to tell you
They've
what.
got treatment for it, but it's still something that you're going to suffer from, and it could be long term.
Right, because it doesn't just affects your nervous system.
Your nervous system, your respiratory system. You can lose your fingers, your arm, you know, wherever you're bitten.
That's scary. So the biggest thing, be aware. Be aware of what's going on. Your kids, your animals. I mean, especially having little kids playing out in the yard.
That's right.
I can't tell you how many times there's a picture we just showed. There was a cottonmouth and a copperhead in 2 different places within a week of each other. When someone opens their door, they're sitting right there.
Wow. Yeah. Russell, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
The snake chaser, the man can do it all.
He can.
All right, we got more coming up. We're going to be talking about bologna sandwiches when we come back. And welcome back to Carolina and Company Live. We've had a great time today, but now we want to talk about something. How many of you growing up ate bologna? Did you do it? Fried bologna?
Fried bologna, yes.
Yeah,
not regular bologna, but yeah, a fried bologna sandwich, like something like this.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
all right, now Wednesday, October 24th is National Fried Bologna Day. Now, we found a restaurant right here in Conway that has been making fried bologna since 1964. We're talking about Oliver's Restaurant, with 4 generations working right there now at Oliver's. And they're open Monday through Friday from 6:30 until 3 p.m. We did have a picture of the restaurants. But fried bologna, you get fried bologna with chili, mustard,
yep.
mayo. There we go. It's right down the road here. It's not far from us.
How about get this?
Yeah.
Get this. So when we called Oliver's, it's so good and people love the restaurant so much. They were so busy that they just sent us the sandwiches. They said, you guys can talk about Oliver's, but we are so busy, we can't get it to anybody out there.
I mean, they were packed when I ran in there real quick at 20 minutes to 12 to pick them up and come back. There it is, cooking fried bologna.
You can put anything you want on that, too.
Chili, tomato, cheese, anything you want on it, they can do it.
Awesome. Fantastic. Thank you, George, over there at Oliver's.
Yeah, thanks a lot, George. We appreciate it. Oliver's, check them out for fried bologna. Yeah.
Guess what? I am now off the air.
You're off the air? Why?
Off the air. I'm gone. I'm off the air for the next little bit of time. So it's just you. You're flying solo. Yes, I'm getting married on Saturday.
I forgot about that.
I will see you guys in a couple weeks. I'm not gone for good, just gone for a little bit of time.
Right.
So you got it, right, buddy?
I'll be back tomorrow with a new show, and we'll have a lot of fun. Okay, I'll see you when it's time. Have a good day, everybody.
Afternoon. See you later.
Carolina and Company Live is sponsored by the businesses, organizations, and groups featured in this program. The views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect that of WPDE ABC 15, WWMB CW 21, or its employees.
Hey everybody, it is a Tuesday. All right, the Grand Stream Humane Society is here with our pet of the week.
And we're going to be talking about a Krispy Kreme 5K run, eat a donut run. It's going to be funny. We're going to talk about it.
All right, and talking also about a big car show raising money for the Champion Autism Network. That's coming up, and that'll be in Surfside.
And the Halloween Ride and Chili event in Merrill's Inlet is coming up, raising money to help for mammograms. We'll be talking about that.
And that's right, all of that and more coming up on Carolina and Company Live at noon.
It's a Wednesday, everybody, and coming up today, we're going to be talking about the 30th Annual Arts and Crafts Festival, sponsored by the Women's Club at Precious Blood of Christ Catholic Church.
That's right down there in Pawleys Island, and also the annual Pecan Festival, however you want to say it, right there in Florence.
And for over 40 years, the South Carolina School Rodeo has been a big event. We're going to talk about that on this show. We talk about a lot of stuff, so hang on. We're going to be back in just a few minutes.
We'll see you in a second. It's a Thursday, Carolina and Company Live, coming up at noon, talking about Kindkeeper Animal Rescue. They've got a lot of events happening this time of year. We're going to find out everything they're doing.
And coming up real soon for Christmas, we're talking about the Toys for Tots program getting underway. We'll be talking all about that and how you can help.
That's right. And the first annual Fans of America Foundation Veterans Open Golf Tournament. First annual, you're going to find all the details right here on Carolina and Company Live coming up at noon. We'll see you guys.